be on our way.
What car is his? The one in front?
Yeah, I don't know what it's, that gray one. His and Jamie's car look almost identical.
Honda?
Is it a Honda? Yeah, I never really checked hard enough. I think it is. I think they're both like Honda Civics.
Okay, I didn't know Jamie had a new car.
Well, she works for a car dealership. But I think she worked, like when she was at the other Gilman place, I think it was a Honda place. I don't know. I'm assuming, I mean, it's, I don't know how good car dealerships are doing right now. The whole economy as it relates to cars is pretty tough. But I think a year ago it was a lot better. But she enjoys what, the main thing is she enjoys what she's doing. She works hard. So that's the trick, right? Find something that you enjoy doing and just go work your butt off at it, kind of like you did, right?
So I looked in more. I guess, yeah, they do take out taxes.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
okay, so when you get your short-term disability check, it will come to you net of federal income taxes, just like your regular paycheck.
Yeah, and Kentucky state taxes.
And Kentucky, even though you're not in Kentucky.
Yeah, but I worked in Kentucky though.
Yeah, but you're not. But your short-term disability's in Texas. Is the company? Let me ask you this: the company that you're working for, are they based in Kentucky?
No, they're out of Kansas.
Kansas. Yeah, I don't know why you would. I could understand why your previous wages would have Kentucky taxes, but I have no clue why your short-term disability would. Well, the only thing I think of is you said you started short-term disability while you were in the hospital, or here just recently?
I guess they got me for the 4th of this
November
month.
4th?
Yeah.
Well, you've been in Texas since prior to November 4th, so why would Kentucky have anything to do with your short-term disability?
Because they asked what state did I work in.
When you got the, okay.
Yeah, what state did I work in? Like,
that caused the short-term disability?
Probably, or, you know.
So, talk about, so because the state of Kentucky took away 2 of your discs, they're gonna get to take taxes from you? Holy moly, if there was ever anything, I mean, don't get me wrong, I could see it happening, but you want to talk about perverse incentives. Jeez Louise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say that out loud, it's like, okay, wait a second. You got hurt by building something for the state of Kentucky. And so now you got to go on short-term disability. And that same state is going to take taxes out of your short-term disability? Wow. Okay. Yeah, we need some changes. That's crazy.
It's not much though.
Well, it could be a penny.
Yeah.
But the fact that that's the policy or the process. But I didn't think, well, of course, I've lived and worked in Texas most of my professional life, but so they're taking the Kentucky taxes out directly too?
I think. I'm not sure though. I gotta look at the check stuff that comes, but I know I get $940 some and they took out like $60 out of 1,000.
Oh, that's not. That's for all of it, federal and state?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
So
okay. So your gross amount for short-term disability is going to be okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. And you'll get some of that back then. So if they're so our conversation we had yesterday gets completely flipped now.
Yeah.
So now you've verified that they are going to take it directly out. And so when you do file your tax return at the beginning of the year in January, you'll get some of that back. So you'll need to when you do your tax returns, and you've already done all this, you know the process, but since you worked in the state of Kentucky, obviously you're going to have to file a Kentucky return as well, right? So you'll get money back from the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, probably not much.
Oh, well, you're not paying much.
Yeah.
And especially it's only been, you know, a few months. Oh, why you gotta say? Oh, did they make money?
I don't know. They made money or whatever, and I don't know. Two got me doing my tax return, and oh, you gonna get some money back, and next you know, it's
yeah.
And then now,
well, I mean that is if you own, because so you own a right? Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it depending on how it does, yeah, you got that goes through your tax return. But the good news is when they sell the boat, you get your chunk of that.
Yeah.
But you got to pay taxes on it in the meantime. Yeah. If they make money. And so historically, because it's a day-to-day, hell, it's an hour-to-hour business.
It's just a big headache.
Yeah. Well, not as big as it is for her. I told her 1,000 times, just she keeps saying she wants to wait until the market's better. I get it, the market is not good. So y'all would definitely, if she sold and let interest rates come down and all that sort of stuff. The thing is, though, is like in the meantime, it's just a pain in the butt. How much is it worth? Like really, how much more do you really? And in the meantime, oh, by the way, you got to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you tell me. I honestly don't think she wants to sell the thing.
She needs to, man.
I'm just getting like if she really wanted to, you just sell it.
That way.
I've been around enough people in business to know that if you're wanting to do something, you don't wait for Mr. Market. You never know. You can't time the market. So who knows? I honestly, I don't think she wants to sell it. And then, I mean, that's her. She's an adult. She's a big girl. She can make, and I've always said that she can make her own decisions, especially with that. But that's my personal opinion, is I don't think she wants to sell it. I think she wants. So it is what it is. So I think you're going to probably be dealing with that headache for a while. And I don't think she's going to sell it for a while. But that's just part of being a business owner. I mean, you got to think about it that way. You are a business owner. You're not active in it, but you do own a part of that business. Sure, I chose the right Walgreens. We'll see when we get there. I looked for the Home Depot in New Caney, and then I was like, okay, what's the nearest Walgreens to the? Because there's a ton of Walgreens, as you can imagine, when you pull it up on Google Maps. So we'll just see. Nice day. building something over there. Ready mix concrete. It's like a concrete quarry. The guy doesn't know what he wants to do.
So
I have no clue, bud. I don't keep up with.
bad. When two was gone and my mom called crying. And two was supposed to. Small one just heard me get back on the road and my own business. I
mind my business. I don't even get into all of that.
I don't need to stress on stupid stuff on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I hear my mom calling like mad to talking about, you just now know that? Well, my mom was heated that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard it on speakerphone on the way home. I was like, get a job. Maybe you won't be sad, you know. There's government. Is there any way you can get closer, Jason?
Yeah, I'm letting it do its thing. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, let me end it out. You can ask. She'll probably call here in a little bit. Let's see how.
But she's got to be in Wichita. They fly. Well, she did. They'll fly.
Let me get out of this parking lot and then I'll talk to you. I need to concentrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just make absolutely sure. Once I'm out of this parking lot on main roads, talk a little more. I'm just it's a little more hyper when you're getting out of parking lots because that's the one area that it's still kind of not feature complete. Yeah. Once you're on a main public road, it's just phenomenally good now. But parking lots is still kind of hit or miss. All right, cool. So go ahead. What were you saying, Sid?
Oh, I forgot. You threw it in. Well, it's time to.
Well, that's what you mentioned. So we didn't talk long. She called while you were in Walgreens. So we didn't talk for a long time. So all I know is I know she had her interview today. So she was kind of dressed up, looked real nice, so she had her interview. They made her an offer. I don't know. Sin doesn't, yeah, I'll just say this. The offer was really, really, really good. The offer is damn near twice as much as she's making in her current job. And so I said, well, I'm assuming you took it on the spot, right? And I almost said that as a joke. And she goes, yes, I did. I was like, good for you. I was like, what is there to even like if they're wanting you that bad, yeah, because they know how good you are and they're willing to pay you nearly 2x what you're getting paid right now, what is the decision? Like literally, what do you even need to go home for? You don't even need to discuss that with me. First of all, she doesn't need, that's her, she's, I've always told her, you go do you, babe, live your best life. And so she's excited about that. But yeah, so the other thing she mentioned was that, so they're based, I guess the company's not based out of Wichita, Kansas, but dude, what, you are nuts. Yeah. That was nuts. That guy, what the hell? Well, we don't have sidewalks out here, but I agree with you. I kind of saw his eyeballs, and let's just say one was going that way and the other was going that way. I was like, yeah, I think he's the blue crystal, if you will. But anyway, whatchamacallit? Yeah, so their shared service center is up in Wichita, Kansas. So that's what one of the things they told her was that as part of the position she would be taken at this company, that she would need to be up in Wichita a couple of times, or a couple of weeks out of the month. So basically split her time between, she'll work here in Houston 2 weeks out of the year, and then 2 weeks in Kansas. And I told her, I was like, babe, that's absolutely normal. Like, so basically what they're saying is they want you to run their shared service center. That's essentially what and that's probably why she's gonna, getting a good salary bump. I was like, that's awesome. Like, she was wanting more responsibility and obviously compensation to go with it. And I was like, bam, you just got both of them on a silver platter. But I told her, I was like, yeah, absolutely. That would be the expectation, is that you spend half of the month up there in Wichita with your staff, with the folks that are in that shared service center. So, yeah, I think she's going to have to do some real critical thinking, because, there's obviously no way to from Wichita, Kansas.
No.
Obviously that's a no-brainer. So she's either going to, and she'll need to talk to her mom about that. So the two people that'll make the decision on that are her and her mom. And so it's going to be really up to your mom, because your mom's going to, because your mom loves working with you, because their work ethic's the same. They will both work hard. They think pretty similarly about things. So in essence, your mom is going to have to work with somebody else, just like she does too, for 2 weeks out of every month. And is she willing to do that? And I don't know the answer to that.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's not for me to use.
Well, there's no giving up to put money into it.
Yeah.
So you don't just give up money.
Yeah. It's time to sell it.
Yep. If two were to give up, two share is different than everybody else's. Yeah. Ooh, that was a sharp turn right there. Because that car was out there. Yeah, somebody could take over two's, but they'd have to pay for it, right? Because hers was, so the way yours and not to get into but I'll go ahead and tell you. So there's basically, well, the history on that, why they did. No?
No.
You don't know why they? That was the whole reason for that. So so just to give you the economics on that. And so that's what they did. And your mom and your dad, and be honest, I think too at the same time, thought it might be something. So that's why that happened. So what they did, the way they structured it is, just have to buy it, right?
And nobody got no money put in that percentage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So nothing's gonna happen without your mom and two.
I know two's going through a lot of thinking right now.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's good she did that, man.
Shit, I tell her let's move to Wichita. I don't give a crap. The stuff I can do from anywhere.
Yeah.
And we can move you up to Wichita. You can do your stuff from any. You can do your rehab.
Yeah, I could also remember Burke was right there out of Wichita.
Yeah. I mean, now that I say it out loud,
Burke was. Yeah. We'll look it up the difference between Wichita and Bonner Springs.
My only I do, and you know what? I'm thinking about, well, the only thing is Zoe's down here.
Yeah.
I'd be fine. And, well, Wyatt wouldn't be that much of an issue because he's in Denton.
Yeah,
and you think about it, Wichita may be closer to Dallas than we are. Yeah. That's how big Texas is. No, I mean, part of it is I'm just spitballing right now, just throwing stuff out there. But, oh, look at that dog's out there.
They'll probably get her apartment out there. And,
oh, yeah, she'll have a corporate apartment.
Yeah.
Either that, well, whichever's cheaper. So if she's going to be spending 2 weeks every month, like not just sporadic, yeah, my guess is it might be cheaper for them to do like a especially in a place like Wichita. It's just it's a cheap. The cost of living there is nothing. So, yeah, I probably the lowest cost solution for something like that is to, rent a corporate apartment versus pay for a Holiday Inn or, travel lodge for 2 weeks.
No, they ain't gonna give her no travel lodge. No, they're gonna put her in some.
Well, you know what I mean. When I say travel, I mean like a hotel.
Yeah, it'll probably be because imagine the superintendents I work with.
Never been to Wichita, Kansas. Have you been to Wichita? Did you work there before?
No, I remember I went to the Berkeley party, but that's in right there in Kansas City.
I'm just gonna end it because I don't. And then yeah, so but yeah, that's I've never been to Wichita, Kansas. I can't imagine there's a whole lot there. I mean, that's probably why they got the shared service center there.
She'd be making really, really good money, huh?
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me put this on for them so they know that I'm about to slow this down. The guy's right on my bumper.